Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning Nanton Live. I guess it's kind of our Halloween edition. So that means, of course, we have our 533 band here.
Fixing my hair.
Yeah, you're looking pretty beautiful here this morning. We're all looking beautiful except for me, of course. But we've got a.
What are you dressed as, Dave?
Well, I was
a trucker. There you go.
I was thinking I was going to dress as a lumberjack from Monty Python.
Oh.
Monty Python lumberjack. And if anybody knows that Monty Python lumberjack, then you'll know that there's more to the outfit underneath this shirt. But we're not gonna show that today on the show.
This is a family show.
So that's what I was thinking I would be. But we'll see as the show goes on. You know, I might morph into different costumes and stuff like that just for Halloween. So we've got, of course, our guest who's going to be on the show today, Sam Taylor from Taylor Inc. So he's sitting there getting ready. I'm sure he's waiting to see how this is going to go, how this is going to play out, and see if he's really going to want to be on this show. Like most people, you know, I'm sorry, Sam, but you're going to have to sit where you are now. You can't escape. I think we have like an automatic lock on the door of the studio. So, Sam, you're stuck with us for the next hour here.
Figure out the code. It's like an escape room.
That's right. That's right. But
you have to defeat the final boss.
Since it's Halloween, and today is our Halloween dance. I was going to see, no, Sam didn't jump. He didn't jump at all. So it's a good thing he didn't jump. His head would have hit the ceiling. This is the tallest man we've ever had in this studio. So now one of the reasons I wanted to pop in also, you know, promote the dance, but also you guys now, because it's Halloween, Highway 533 band, did you guys come with any kind of Halloween themed music to start the show?
We did, actually.
You did?
Well, we did.
Well, then why don't I just be quiet and let you take it over then? Let's have a little Halloween fun here with the Highway 533 band.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to arise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east, my master bedroom where the vampires feast, my ghouls often came from their humble abodes to catch a jolt for my electrodes.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rockin', they were digging the sounds. Igor on chains backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with the vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. Out of his coffin, Drax's voice did arise. It seems he was troubled by one little thing. He opened the lid and shook his fist. He said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash.
It's now the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It's a graveyard smash.
It's now the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
It's now the mash.
It's now the monster mash. Everything's cool, Drax part of the band. My Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash is meant to. When you get to my tell them Border sent you.
Then you can mash
Then you can Monster Mash
the Monster Mash.
and do my graveyard smash.
Then you can mash.
It caught on in a flash.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash
Then you can mash
and you can Monster Mash
the Monster Mash.
and do my graveyard smash.
Then you can mash.
You'll catch on in a flash
Then you can mash.
and you can Monster Mash.
Wow. Good job.
Dave,
I
need to interrupt you. Your audio is crackly.
Okay, let me fix me.
Okay, now we can't hear you now.
Oh, you can't hear me now?
Oh, now
Okay,
we
now
go.
we can.
Now you,
Okay,
now you,
you're good.
and now the audio. Now tell me, is it crackly now? Is it
There
still?
you go. There you go.
Okay, now we're perfect. See, I knew it was going to be a scary show today. So,
It was the
This
sound
is it.
effects.
that's right. The sound effects and everything in here. Now we were able to. The other thing that's scary is I was able to actually very easily convince Sam from Taylor Inc. to get dressed up. So
Wow, the transformation is amazing.
so everybody who's watching, just know that Sam will pretty much do anything you ask him to do. So so we got a good morning from Jen Herman. Look
Hi,
at Jen
Jen.
Herman. So nice to see you, Jen. Anybody else who's watching today, of course, you can engage. You can throw some jokes out there. Tell us what you're doing for Halloween. Let's have some fun here on the show today. It is a scary show. So I'm not sure if because I also did Monster Mash on Connecting Claire's Home yesterday, which, by the way, you may have noticed that we are short one person.
Yes,
here.
we are.
So one special guest.
Yeah.
So Alec is actually busy doing work stuff. So he couldn't make it on the show today.
Priorities. Dude.
Yeah, I know. But that's okay because we've got so much stuff, so much scary stuff to fill the show that we didn't even have time for him anyway. So I was
Alex
actually going to
Alex who, you know.
yeah, I was going to tell him, don't worry, don't even bother coming on the show. We don't have time for you. So Alec and I actually did the hockey game last night. That's another scary topic of conversation. So if you want to take a quick look here at what happened to the hockey game last night, we have a little update. So yeah, it was 9-1 for Lethbridge.
Let's just get
Take a listen to the
feedback
update
from you on the game and how you felt about the team.
Yeah, obviously not the result we would have wanted. We had high hopes going into this, obviously first game of the season, and I think we just, we're disappointing ourselves. The first period, the first 20 minutes, we really let it get away from us, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. So we can't dwell on it. We've got a game tomorrow. We have to bounce back, and we'll do our best to bounce back quickly as we can.
So let's talk about the positives. I know it was a tough game, but let's talk about what you saw out there from the team that you think you guys can build on.
I thought the third period we were a lot better. We started to not lay down and take it, so to speak, in the third period. I thought we were a bit more aggressive. I think we'll probably take that into tomorrow. Played the body a lot more. I thought we were actually pretty good in front of net tonight. We had as many shots as Lethbridge. We just didn't capitalize on him. The goalie played great, and all respect to him. But realistically, we just need to put the puck in the net a bit more, and that's realistically how we'll compete this year.
Okay, so I have to ask you because you never did change, give a goaltender change at all.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of goals that were scored on Matt McDonald. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on Matt and why maybe you kept him in there.
Yeah, I don't think, despite the scoreline, I don't think Matt had a bad game. I thought we let him down defensively. A lot of odd man rushes, 2-on-1s, 1-on-0s that didn't help him. Matt's been an amazing representative of this team for a long time, and we thought first game of the year, when the game started to slip away, it was only fair that Matt got the whole game. Owen, had every right to get in the net and play a bit tonight, but I just thought, Matt's done so well for us, and a lot of the things that happened tonight weren't really on him, so it was only fair that he got the full game.
So a follow-up question to that. At what point, even though I understand what you're saying that you feel Matt deserves the full game, what point in the score do you make a decision that maybe the other goaltenders also could use that opportunity to get some ice time to help their game?
We would probably do it most games. Like, I think tonight was a bit of an exception, given it was the first one of the year, and Matt's kind of been our starter from day one. Most of the time, about halfway through the game, if it's 4, 5, 6 away, whatever it was getting to, we would have switched out. And Owen will get plenty of ice time this year, and he'll get his opportunities, I'm sure. But we just felt it was the right move to make, and I did feel especially bad for Matt given the circumstances.
Okay, so there we go. We have a blowout game. Lethbridge, of course, taking that one 9-1 last night. We had a little fun with it because, of course, we were broadcasting it on the radio station, so euroRADIO.ca, and we were doing the play-by-play. Ryan McTighe was helping out. Shanda was helping with the score sheet, and I just wanted to say these thanks because these people are helping out to make sure that, the Palominos are able to have these games. They can't have them if they don't have somebody there taking care of the score sheets and doing the scoreboard. So Amanda was taking care of the scoreboard. It was a better game for you there, Amanda, wasn't it?
It was. I did a much better job.
Yeah. So,
I got shots on goal. I got penalties in there.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of penalties at one point. So
so we had a lot of guys in the box there, and
some chatter on either side.
Stuff that probably maybe bled into the microphone or the radio.
Our young friend Max that was helping us.
That's right.
I was like, earmuffs, Max.
That's right. That's right. So of course that's what we expect. So Sam, since you're on the show here and we're going to interview you about Taylor Incorporated, you just recently moved to Nanton, but are you a big hockey? Are you familiar with hockey? Because you're not actually originally from Canada. Where are you from?
I'm originally from New Zealand, but grew up in Australia. So both of those countries. Hockey.
So did you? So now, and there's a lot of people who like if you're from New Zealand, you go, oh, you're from Australia. You got an Australian accent. They get really offended. That's I've witnessed that. I have seen that. Now you have a little bit of both countries in your. So are you a blend of those two countries then?
I suppose you could say that.
Yeah.
A genuine fence sitter.
Okay, so I'm not sure. Now, are you guys in those countries there? Do you know what Halloween is?
It's just starting to become a thing.
Really?
Starting to grab hold. But
No,
it's not.
Not like here.
I don't know. It's a commercial made up holiday. Why not?
Yeah.
No. Sam gets dressed up every year, and whether it's Halloween or not, no matter where it is, he gets dressed up. So it doesn't even have to be on October 31st. He'll just dress up. So apparently. So, well, that's great. I'm glad that you're on the show. What about this hockey thing? You ever heard of that over in New Zealand and Australia?
We have field hockey.
Field hockey. Okay.
Ice hockey's just starting to make a show, but there's few and far between.
Now that I would believe. Are you being serious? Hockey is probably not a big sport over in Australia, is it?
Not so much.
No, I didn't think so. Not with the climate over there, right? So,
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Sam, for joining us for this goofiness today. Now, seeing that you've got an interesting accent there, there is a show that we watch that also has an interesting accent. But sometimes I hear people kind of confuse the English accent with the Australian accent as well. People who don't know, right? And so we got a chance to check this out. We got a chance to actually go. Amanda, don't get emotional.
I'm not. I'm like giddy because it's so fun. Oh.
Do that again. Okay, here we go. He loved it.
Joe loved our shirts.
He loved the shirts.
He signed them.
Yeah. He signed the shirts. So we made up the Canada Loves Joe shirts, and we got to go and check out Joe, who plays Tim on Coronation Street. And
we were looking for Coronation Street insider details. We got a little bit, but not as much as I think I wanted.
Yeah. And it's what was really interesting about that is that Joe is actually very, very similar to Tim in the show. His actual personality as a real person is very close to the character in the show. So it wasn't really like you were talking to a different person or anything like that. It was like, hey, we're talking to Tim from Coronation Street. He acts just like him. So I did try to convince him. I told him either you're going to come with us willingly to go for a beer afterwards, or we have to kidnap you. Which do you prefer? And no, he kind of
Unfortunately,
said
it snowed that night.
it snowed that night. And he said, no, I better take it easy tonight. So we couldn't hang out with him. But that was fun that we got to do that.
Yeah, he went across. He was in Edmonton. Went across. I think he was in. I mean, he's been in a couple of Ontario. He was in Toronto last night. I think he might be heading home now. But yeah, kind of a fun thing. And we found out that they do that a lot with Coronation characters. So I've never seen that before.
That's right. Now, you know what else is fun and scary at the same time is birthdays. So we get to do birthdays. Brenda's got a birthday. We also have Melissa Rook has got a birthday. We have Amy's celebrating a birthday. We have Samantha has a birthday. Diana has a birthday. And Sam, when's your birthday? September. Okay, so we just missed it then. So we just missed his birthday. So we got to wait a year before we can sing Sam happy birthday. So why don't
it was Maria's birthday yesterday.
It was
Maria should be in there. Hang on. It didn't load.
Oh yeah, we're missing 2
we're
and
missing
3.
2 and 3.
Okay, so 2 and 3.
Can you give me 1 second?
Oh goodness. Okay, I'll just wait. Sam's first introduction to us, and that was when we dropped off the welcome to Nanton bag. So we had this welcome to Nanton bag, and we actually dropped one off to Sam and his wife Kay. And what was it, about 2 weeks ago, Sam, that we dropped that off to you?
Oh, a few more
couple
than that, I think.
weeks, yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we got this. There's even more stuff in it now, Sam. So
wow.
Sorry, man, you're missing out on some of the stuff since we dropped it off there. But I hope you enjoyed that. You know, I hope it's something that brought a little light to moving to Nanton. And you know what, I do want to ask your thoughts on, since you've moved here, which was how long ago again?
Middle of May we moved.
Middle of May. Okay.
Yeah.
So being one of those people who are new to Nanton, just received the bag, how's it been feeling here in Nanton?
Really welcoming, to be honest. Like we love it here. We picked a little town to raise our family in, and we couldn't be happier.
Awesome.
You're very, very far from New Zealand and Australia. So how did that happen?
So I originally come over here by myself in 2015 to do the whole ski bum thing on the mountains.
Yeah.
I'd never seen snow before that, so I was taking a bit of a risk, and lived here for 2 years. And when I moved back, Kay had just moved to Australia doing the working holiday over there, and we met almost immediately. And the rest is kind of history after that. We got married in Alberta, and then a couple of years ago, we decided Australia isn't for us anymore. So we weighed up between New Zealand and Canada, and we decided Canada at the base of the mountains would be perfect to raise a little family in. And
nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of towns that are at the base of the mountains. I was going to say there's like 100,000 towns across Canada that you could have moved to.
True.
Why Nanton? But I mean, when you say the base of the mountains, then that, you know, kind of pinpoints it a little bit more. So, but why do you think it was Nanton that you chose?
We spent about 2 years kind of spending every weekend going to different towns in all different seasons, trying to find somewhere that we want to call home.
Wow. Really?
We're looking at houses in High River, and just wasn't for us the houses we found. And our real estate agent actually told us about the house that we ended up buying, and we come and had a look at it the same day and decided we loved it. So we put in an offer, and we no regrets.
Nice.
Awesome. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think our town is very unique. I think, you know, even things like this, what we do here, very unique. We have the radio station. It's a hyper-focused radio station. Not a lot of towns, any that I know of that have 2,000, 2,200 people, have their own radio station.
True.
So, you know, when we do things like this, I think it brings the community together a little bit more. The radio station helps to promote the community and support local as well. And then, you know, being able to bring people like you who are new to town, bring you a welcome bag, and then bring you on the show so that everybody can meet you and find out who the face is behind the business name, right? So
thank you.
I think it's really, really important for our community, and I think it helps it stand out. So good job of picking Nanton to move to.
You guys made us feel very welcome.
Thank you. So we've got, let's go back to the birthdays here. Have you got the rest of the birthdays in now? Okay, so let's go back to them and see. So we've got Brenda. Now, who were we missing? Oh, Maria.
There's Maria.
Okay, there's Maria. We've got Dana.
There,
I didn't know
Dana
that.
was the other one.
Yeah, okay. And Melissa, and then Amy, and then Samantha. Okay, we didn't see that one. And Diana. Okay, perfect. So it looks like we've got all our birthdays in order now. So why don't we let the Highway 533 band take it away? Let's do some birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Brenda, Maria, Dana, Melissa, Amy, Samantha, and Diana. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday. Sam, it's too bad that we didn't have your wife Kay here, because I understand she's a singer too. So she would have, I don't know if she would have enjoyed singing happy birthday, but at least she probably would have done a good job of it. Unlike the rest of us who try to sing happy birthday. So actually, speaking of Kay, who's, I would assume you and Kay are a team in the company, right? Taylor Incorporated. Definitely. And so it looks to me like your social media has a little bit more of a K touch than a Sam touch. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely more on top of that.
I think you can kind of tell. Yeah. Amanda takes care of a lot more of our social media than I do. But she also has just released a single. And now she's a local musician, a local artist to our town. So guess what? That means on the radio station, everybody keep an ear out, because they're going to have Kay Taylor, and her single that's she just recorded is going to be playing on the radio station. So I hope everybody enjoys that. That's going to be good. So we always like to promote the local talent at the beginning of the hour, every hour. Speaking of the top of the hour, every hour, why don't we just promote that a little bit and go, you can get all your information at the top of the hour, news, events, and local music. So don't forget, everybody, euroRADIO.ca. That is your no excuse radio station. So whenever you're in a situation like this where you're having coffee at Georgie's and you say, I wish I had known about that event, and the person you're with says, but where can we go to find out what's happening around Nanton? Well, Sam, why don't you tell us where can you go to find out what's going on around Nanton?
euroRADIO.ca website calendar.
You can go there. That's right. Yeah.
euroRADIO.ca radio station.
Yeah. The top of the hour updates. Yeah.
Live announcements.
Yeah, do live announcements. Absolutely.
And Good Morning Nanton Live.
Hey, that's what you're on right now. Good Morning Nanton Live. Look at that. You're new to Nanton. You already know all this stuff. That is amazing.
Probably more well-informed than most others.
Probably more well-informed than most others. That's unbelievable. Okay, well, listen, I'm going to let the Highway 533 band have a little bit of a break. So you guys take off and do what you usually do back there, fight or whatever it is. You have
Control
fun there.
That dog barking.
That's right. And we're going to focus on Sam here, because Sam, of course, is new to Nanton. You brought this company along, and I want you to kind of give everybody an idea of what it is exactly that Taylor Incorporated is all about. So tell us the history of it, kind of how you got into it, and how you ended up, doing this in Nanton.
So initially, before we moved over here, we decided that we wanted to start our own business after moving.
Okay.
Come over here, worked for a couple of the big companies, and found that I was doing a lot of driving all over the place, but the service is needed in the small towns present. So rather than me driving all the way to the north of Calgary every day just to kind of have everyone charged to come back all the way.
Right. Okay.
We kind of started the business to provide that service in the area. Heavy duty mechanical and also small bespoke timber projects.
Okay. So the heavy duty mechanical, that's not something you just one day wake up and you're a heavy duty mechanic. So were you doing this back in Australia, New Zealand as well? Or where did you end up getting your training for that?
It kind of started from I was a young boy, always into anything with wheels and a motor.
Okay, yeah.
In school, I started racing bikes, and that kind of led into bigger and better things until it got as big as it can get, into heavy duty mechanical. And then, just kind of got job after job, and then moved over here. And then after moving back, got into a little bit of the metal fabrication side of things, and then figured it'd be time to sit my test and become heavy duty qualified, and went through all the process of doing that and got qualified and come over here and have sit the Red Seal test, and now I'm internationally certified.
Wow.
And wearing cat ears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not an advertisement for cat.
No. So as a kid, you're a little weird as a kid then, because you were not wanting to be a pirate. You didn't want to be a Lego builder, professional Lego builder. You didn't want a veterinarian. Most kids want to be a veterinarian or something. You wanted to be a mechanic.
It's just always obsessed with how things work. Like I had books and videos of how things are made and how to pull them apart and put them back together. And yeah, just kind of started tinkering as a little boy, and it grew into this.
Wow. So what would you say is your favorite part of what you do then in the business?
I like a combination of fabrication and mechanical. So I like to build projects. So if it's a classic vehicle, I'd like to bring it up to modern day standards with modern day engines, suspension, all that sort of thing. But the heavy duty sort of thing just kind of happened as a career progression, and
right.
It's
so just something you stumbled across, basically. Yeah.
Kind of fell into it.
So there's a couple of people in town I think of when, as we're talking to you. One is Steve Rook. Have you ever heard of Steve Rook? Do you know Steve Rook in town?
I recognize the name.
Okay. So he's into fabrication as well, for vehicles. So he takes classic vehicles, but I think he likes to keep them classic or make them even more classic than what they already are.
Yeah.
So I think that's what he likes to do. So
there's a car club in town. You need to call Steve and get involved in that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. So if that's what you're interested in, then we'll help pinpoint you or point you in the right direction here, and connect you with the people that are interested in that kind of stuff in town as well.
Awesome.
But also Georgie, have you been over to Georgie's Cafe yet?
I have met Georgie.
You've met Georgie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder, can you figure out why I'm thinking of Georgie?
I've got a hunch.
Yeah. You guys kind of sound the same. So yeah, you've had a chance to meet Georgie then. Have
Definitely.
you guys really been out? I mean, I knew you came here and you kind of were exploring the Nanton area. So you've been around town and seen a lot of the businesses and met a lot of the people.
We have, yeah. We've met quite a few people in town now, and everyone's been really welcoming.
Excellent.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so we've got your information just for people that might be interested. Primarily, who are your customers? So it sounds like it's going to be more commercial stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, commercial, off-road equipment, but also truck and transport, but not limited to. So I also do small engines. If a snowblower breaks down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good to know.
So
There.
from the small
Thank
stuff
you.
to the big stuff.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I asked that question then, because there's often a lot of people.
like lawnmower, generator, snowblower requests
Yeah.
out there. So
Yeah.
that's good.
A lot of people want to know who they can go to so that they can get their lawnmower or their snowblower fixed and working again.
Yeah,
So
you should also do bike tune-ups. That's another big request that comes out.
Yeah, I used to build bikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
now what kind of now Amanda, you're talking about the unicycle, is that right? So the unicycle
The unicycle?
tune-ups, is that what
Who
you're talking about?
drives a unicycle?
I swear I saw a bunch of people riding unicycles around town here, but no,
I
is that
missed
not right?
that.
It was just the unicycle club coming through town, I guess. Okay, sorry, my mistake. But you're talking about pedal bikes though.
Yeah.
Pedal bikes. So not so much the motocross bikes or
the dirt bikes.
The dirt bikes or anything
there's
like that.
lots of those around here too. Obviously, quads, ATVs.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you'll do that work as well, Sam. You'll work on the
Yeah.
quads and the ATVs and stuff
That's
like
kind
that.
of how it all started.
Oh, cool.
That's how it started.
Okay,
Okay, that's how it started.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you another question that's unrelated to the business, but because of course you got Kay, who's your partner, your wife, and she helps you with the business, right? So you guys kind of
Correct.
work together on the business at the same time raising a child,
That's correct.
which blows Amanda in my mind, because we don't have kids and we can't even handle our lives without kids.
Chaos.
So how you guys do it with kids, I don't know. But I think it's very interesting that Kay is a musician or singer, songwriter. And I'm just wondering, have you ever gotten into that part with your wife? Are you a backup singer for her at all?
Play
or
drums or
I
play
can
the drums?
cowboy chords, but that's kind of my limitation on the guitar.
Okay, so cowboy chords you can play. So no spoons. You know what? The tambourine is pretty easy.
True.
So
true.
you could play that. Would she ever let you record with her in the studio, or how do you guys?
I don't know.
You've never tried. You've never tried.
No.
No.
We've done the old iPhone recording every now and again. But that's about as far as it goes.
Okay. Well,
just mostly singing in the car, right? That's what you'll,
so when you talk about singing, of course, that naturally brings up our karaoke night, right? So we've got karaoke that happens, and I'm just going to take your banner off there so we can see the bottom of it, of course. So you sing by donation. People can come out to the Wagon Wheel Pub. Wagon Wheel Pub is actually one of our sponsors, so I want to thank them for supporting us. Wagon Wheel Pub, Nanton's good time, feel good place, and we have karaoke. So if she won't let you sing or record with her, do you think you'd maybe come out maybe to a karaoke night and sing karaoke with us?
Well, it's a pretty big ask.
Yeah, is that a big ask? So
yeah,
I was thinking you would do just anything that we have. You're like Mikey with the cereal and just eat anything. But okay, yeah, he's a better guitar player than he's letting on. Really? Really? Well, you know what? I have a guitar in the house here. We could do a little break and I could bring that guitar in and just see how you do.
Put me in danger here.
That's
I
right.
think we've already
That's right.
put him on the spot enough with the cat ears.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so of course we got the karaoke night. So if you are feeling, if you or Kay are ever feeling like you want to get out and have a little fun with some karaoke and some singing, then you can come out to karaoke night.
Thank you.
Now we also have, because the theme is Halloween today, of course. So the other thing we have that's very scary is I've got this kind of weird contest going on where we don't know when it ends or anything. I think it's going to be around.
I'm not really sure
I think
how
it's going to be
structured. But
I don't know how this thing's structured.
this
but
is Dave's thing.
Yeah. So this is how I operate. So we got this junk drawer contest. So I'm just wondering, Sam, in Australia or New Zealand, is this a thing? The junk drawer, is that a popular thing that you guys have there? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've got a few.
This is worldwide. This is a worldwide phenomenon. So we got the junk drawer contest where we got people who have sent us pictures of their junk drawer. So we got Marcy's got a junk drawer there. That one looks kind of good. So, and then we've got Joe.
That looks like a garbage can.
His looks like a garbage can. So then we've got Melissa, and she's got two drawers side by side there.
Wow.
A big one and a small one. And then we have Alec. That looks way too organized.
Yeah,
Do you
no.
agree?
Disqualified.
Sam, do you agree that should be disqualified? That's way too organized of a junk drawer.
Flat space there.
Yeah. So, and then we've got Jason, who again, way too organized.
Oh, I know where
Jason.
to go for a cable.
Yeah. We do need charging cables.
You know.
We
So
know where it is. It's too tidy.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Jason, I'm just gonna say that you should be disqualified as well. Okay.
It was messy the week before. And then I cleaned it. Then you had the contest. I
Okay.
would have won if we had done it the week before.
Well, this is a friend of yours, Jason, Kurt Seeley, right? So Kurt.
Yep.
Now this is what a junk drawer should look like. I think he's in the running right now to win this whole contest.
I don't. How many decks of cards did we see in those drawers? Quite a few.
In all the
There's
drawers?
there's a
So
deck. There's two in there.
Two decks there. Is there a deck
None there. I don't think.
there? What is that up in the top? That top left there. I don't know what that is.
Matches?
Jason, is that
on the top? Oh, that's replacement batteries.
Oh,
replacement batteries? Okay,
Okay.
well,
For
batteries gonna
my
belong.
tuners and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. So I mean, that kind of
lots
belongs in there.
Oh, battery.
Any cards
basket
there? No
too,
cards
yeah.
there.
There. Oh, I thought there was no.
No,
okay,
but there is the
cards there.
Saskatchewan Roughriders. Sam, I will tell you right now that there's a huge obsession about the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Do you see that little green thing down on the bottom left hand?
Yeah.
Okay, that little S. That's a Saskatchewan Roughriders. They're very popular everywhere. In fact, nobody likes any other team in our football league other than Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Wow.
Feel free, anyone, to speak up
So
against that.
yeah, so you just cheer for Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Oh, there's
Okay.
cards.
That looks card. Okay, there's cards
okay,
there.
So only two. That's
Pack
I
of
guess
cards, 3 so far. Well, I'm surprised. I thought there would be more decks of cards. We don't even have a deck of cards in
No,
our
ours
drawer.
are
So
in a different place.
anyway, so Sam, do you have a junk drawer at your house right now currently?
I think we've got a few.
You got a few? Do you think would you take a picture of it and send it to me so I can show everybody how messy you are?
I could.
Okay, awesome. See, he'll do that. He'll wear cat ears on the show. He'll send a picture of his mess at home, but he won't sing karaoke. I can't convince him to sing karaoke.
We'll get there.
Slowly but surely, right? Slowly but surely. Okay, so that's the contest we're having. So make sure that you get your pictures of your junk drawers to us, and we will put them up for everybody to vote on at some point around Halloween, because I figure it's kind of a scary contest. So that's a good thing to do. Okay, so we are going to continue on here with Sam. I want to talk to him just a little bit more, unless, of course, we did a good job of covering most of the stuff about your business so far. Is there anything we've missed about your business that is important to share with everybody? Oh, Amanda, it looks like she's going to ask a question.
The timber aspect, because I know you also work with like woodwork kind of stuff. And what sort of things do you build, like sheds, or what sort of things do you do on that side of things?
So, for example, this week I completed a she shed. So a lady in High River had been collecting old doors of old houses for like the last year.
Cool.
Okay.
And she sent me a picture of what she had in mind of what she wanted. But she kind of wanted it to be enclosed on one side, on three sides, sorry, and to have a deck underneath it. So she sent me the picture, and I went out, took some measurements, put a plan together, and sent her a quote, and put it together this week, and she's really happy.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Neat.
Okay. And aside from that, is there anything else that you wanted to cover about the business? I know this is distracting. I know. I apologize. I'm sorry, but I know you can't think about the business anymore when you see me wearing these ears. So, so I think we make a good team now. So, is there anything else about the business that we'll try to take you serious wearing those ears that you wanted to share with everybody?
If you've got something that's broken or not quite sure if it's running properly or needs some help, we're here in town. So
okay.
Yeah.
And this is the website address there. So you can go to the website. You've got the Facebook page. You've got the Instagram. So you can go to all these different places, check out what you're working on and what you're doing, and you can help. And I'm telling you, like the big stuff, that's great. But there's a lot of people that are looking for people who can just, service some of their smaller, yard appliances and stuff like that. So,
and you're mobile, right? So you can kind of go to where the people are or the problem is. Is that?
Yeah, we're in the process of getting a bit of a workshop put together at the moment.
Okay.
For the moment, we're strictly mobile. So where it breaks is where I go.
Excellent.
So I'm surprised you didn't say your favorite part of the job was working in minus 25 weather and snow.
I've become a bit of a chameleon, so I've just kind of adjusted quite quickly.
Have you?
The last 2 winters out in it, so it's adapted.
So Val is asking location. I think we just answered that, actually. So just answered the location. You work on location. And then look at this, coming from your own business, I think Facebook page. Thank you, euroRADIO, Nanton Community Broadcasting Association. No problem. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. We're here to inspire. So, look at this. TSL Yardworks. Great to hear on what you do in repairs, Sam. So that's
perfect.
Victor in town.
Yeah, Victor, who has a landscaping company. They probably have tons of small machinery that could use some.
Victor and Aaron. So thanks for those comments, you guys. I find that this show is really good for the ego. So you come on here and you get a lot of people who pump you up on this show and go, "Oh, it's so great. It's awesome what you're doing," and stuff like that. So they are being legitimate. It's all authentic, but it's just great to get on the show and have people, say really nice things about what you're doing. So
it's the people in Nanton in general, I think.
Yeah, I think so
absolutely.
too. Yeah, that's kind of why we decided to move here and stay. That's the most important part. We've stayed. So, okay. So I want to inspire in another way now. So I want to change direction a little bit. And Sam, I'd like to actually keep you on for just a little while because this is really kind of near and dear to my heart. I'm going to bring Jason back on while he's talking off to the side there. And so
he's probably talking to the dog.
Probably.
Yes, the dog's being a nut.
Be quiet, dog. That's enough. Stop chewing that dog. So what happened to Vanessa? Is she having a nap in between songs?
She's talking to the dog.
Oh, she's talking to the dog? Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got something really, really cool that I think is probably one of the coolest things in my mind and my heart that I think we've ever done with the radio station. And I'm going to use something else called now, Jason, are you ready for this?
I'm
the
ready.
Nanton Classic Breaking News. Okay. I'm going to use that. So time for the Nanton Classic Breaking News. There we go. And Amanda is going to lead us into this, and it's going to segue into another part that I am so excited to share with everybody. So if you're tuned in right now, stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. So Amanda, take it away. Classic Nanton Breaking News.
Okay, so this was an article from, who's going to pop up? I'm slow here. Hi, Vanessa.
There we go.
Okay, so this is from 1965, October 28th. And there was two articles I thought were really interesting. One was youngsters hold a Halloween party. And somebody in town got to put on a little party. It was decorated with streamers and balloons. They spent time in the evening with games, contests, and dancing to music supplied by a record player, following by a substantial lunch of sandwiches, squares, ice cream, candy, and Kool-Aid. The party broke up at 10 or 11 p.m. That is on the front page of this newspaper in 1965. The other article was about they changed in Nanton. Instead of October 31st, which it looks like was on a Sunday that year, they made Halloween on Saturday night. And so they said everyone can go trick-or-treating Saturday night instead of the customary day of October 31st. And they also had extra constables to be hired for Saturday night to police the town. Wow, like things were really crazy back in 1965.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
So, those were some stories that happened about Halloween, and I just thought I would share it from the Nanton News, and you can look for other Nanton News stories on the Southern Alberta Library something page. I should know that better.
We are well prepared here.
But if you're a member of Chinook Arch, you can go and find that Southern Alberta Library or newspaper research page on their website. So you can find other gems in there.
There we go. So that's the Classic Nanton Breaking News from Amanda Bustard. So thank you very much for that, Amanda. Okay, now that's going to lead me into, and I'm going to really try to hold back the emotion here. This is really, really important to me. So something that I've always in the back of my mind for the radio station, I've always wanted or had a desire to do is have some programming for our seniors. Programming for the people that are getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning at the Manor or at the Silver Willow Lodge that they could tune into, and it's something that speaks to them.
And we know they're up at that time because they're sending music requests to us.
Right.
Then.
We have people that send music requests at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then Dave, what are you doing in bed still, Dave? Can you please get your butt up and get to the radio station and play our requests? So we have actually created an entire week from 5 to 7 of programming specifically for the seniors of our community. And I want you to hear what kind of programming this is going to be. It is amazing.
Morning, folks. Welcome to Spry Time here in Aunt Jenny's kitchen. And it's leftover Monday again, isn't it, Aunt Jenny?
Right, Danny. I've assembled what's left over from our Sunday dinner. And with delicious, nourishing Spry oatmeal muffins, there'll be just enough.
Prince Albert, the National Joy Smoke, presents your Grand Ole Opry.
The F.W. Fitch Company, makers of those fine Fitch products, presents the Fitch Bandwagon, starring Alice Faye.
You'll never know just how much.
And Bill Harris.
Won't you come with me to Alabama? Let's go see my dear old mammy. She's frying eggs and boiling hammy. That's sugar cured.
The Columbia Network takes pleasure in bringing you suspense.
A glass of sherry by the fireside of a beautiful suburban home. What could be more comforting? You're an admirable host, Mr. Depart, and it's really a shame our first meeting is under such a cloud. It's also a shame I have so little time to tell you which one of your guests here...
Take the drink.
murdered your uncle last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't mention this to a soul, but the secret word tonight is Sky. S-K-Y.
Really?
You bet your life! Presents Groucho Marx in the Elgin American show, You Bet Your Life. The comedy quiz series produced and transcribed from Hollywood. And here's that sterling Elgin American, the one, the only...
When did he get out? Oh, that's me, Groucho Marx.
Tonight from his hometown, Cleveland, Ohio, we bring you the Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope. Thank you, well-fed relatives. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Well, here I am in my hometown, Cleveland. Cleveland is all decorated for the sesquicentennial. Nice way of cleaning your teeth. Yes, sir, there are signs everywhere saying 150 years old, and I'm still trying to catch the guy who put them all under my picture.
Whispering Street.
Efficient real estate agent, the successful one, is known and liked by everybody in the community, be it a country community or a city one. And Arnold Parker was a fine example of this rule.
There you go. That is a small sample. That is a small sample of some of the programming that we're going to be able to hear from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock a.m. on the station Monday to Friday. And yeah, we've got Cincinnati. I didn't know that Bob Hope was from Ohio. So he said from his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. And we've got Cincinnati, of course, from Ohio, is joining us right now. So I didn't realize that, but until I learned it on this classic Golden Age radio show. We have a lot more programming. In fact, we're syndicating shows, jazz shows for them from different producers. And it's going to be great programming for all of the seniors in town, not just at the Manor, not just at Silver Willow Lodge, but any of the seniors in town that want to tune in the mornings. And Cincinnati,
well, not just seniors, anyone.
Well, yeah, just anyone. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But obviously, I think it would speak to the seniors a little bit more because that was the stuff that they listened to in their heyday, right? Yeah. So it brings back that nostalgia. So, and then of course, Cincinnati says, "I love the Bob Hope show." So Cincinnati, guess what? Because of the time difference, you'll be able to listen to it from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right.
So it'll be a little later in the day, so you can even sleep in a little bit and then catch the show. So that's I just absolutely, it got me so emotional when we were looking at this stuff and putting this together, and I think it's so I don't know, I can't say enough about it. What do you guys think of this idea of having something like this? Jason, Vanessa, what do you think?
I love that stuff. It's always fun to listen to, and you know, and I've always been big fan of the old music and all that as well. I just kind of reminded me of my gig last night. So.
Oh really?
Oh really?
It was a little old timey kind of.
Some days I don't think I've played a new song in 20 years.
So Dar said that she's listening to Mystery Theater and loved it. So we are. Yeah, you wait, Dar, because we got some Mystery Theater that's going to be on there.
Dave, is Chicken Man going to be on there?
It could be if you want it to be. I don't know. I don't know. Kurt says great history for sure. So yeah, I think it is. I think it's absolutely amazing to be able to relive this, golden age of radio. What about you, Vanessa? What do you think of this idea?
I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah.
It's amazing what's out there, right? Mm-hmm. Dave, you kind of went digging and you were like, what the heck? All this stuff.
Down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Sam, do you remember that stuff? I know you grew up in New Zealand and Australia, but what kind of radio did you have that you remember, the classic radio?
I didn't personally have old school radio with storytelling and all that sort of thing, but speaking to my parents and my grandparents, they speak very fondly of the time of when they were growing up, all sitting around the radio at night time, listening to their stories, and they speak very fondly of it. So I think the people of the Manor and anyone else who wants to tune in are going to get some enjoyment out of that.
That's great.
Yeah. I think I was saying Nanton's population is almost 50% over age 60. So I think that fits in with people. Maybe they don't want to listen to the rock and roll. They want to listen to some of that takes them back to their childhood.
But guess what? On Fridays, because Friday, that's when you get ready for the party.
That's the crazy
weekend.
day.
That's the crazy day. Getting ready for the weekend. So we do have a syndicated swinging 60s show that's going to be on the Fridays. So it's our schedule is all set up and ready to go. We're going to start airing it on Monday. So we'll start promoting it on social media, and I just hope everybody enjoys it as much as it gets me in the heart and in the stomach to make this happen for everybody. I hope they enjoy it just as much as I enjoy putting it together. So what comments? We got a lot of comments coming in now that we've got this here. So, Green Hornet, the Green Hornet, the Whistler. Yep. I know we have the Lone Ranger show on there as well. We also had, what else did we?
Was there like a Crypt Keeper one? A Crypt Keeper? I was just thinking because of Halloween and all that. Yeah,
I'll have to take a look and see. Yeah. But little Orphan Annie was on there as well.
And Lassie, I think, was one of them, right?
Lassie was one too. So there's a lot of really good shows that we could put on there. And that's the nice thing is throughout the year we can change the programming up to put different types of shows on there. So it's going to be really, really cool. Okay, so I think that probably brings us close to the end of the show. I do have one more sponsor I want to thank, and that is G&JD Construction. So thank you very much to the crew over there. Of course, G&JD Construction is a family-owned and operated company, and they've been providing general contracting services for over 43 years. They cater to the construction needs of residential and commercial clients in Nanton, Claresholm, High River, Southern Alberta, and surrounding areas. They specialize in renovations, commercial builds, and concrete delivery and installations. The company has been run by the family for 3 generations and are proud to be part of the local commercial and residential communities in Nanton, serving Southern Alberta. So thank you very much to the crew over at G&JD Construction. Thank you very much, Sam, for joining us for the show today.
Thanks
and sharing and promoting what you do. And I'm very excited to see how you get more integrated into like the car club and meet some of those guys and maybe work with them on some projects.
Me too.
It's this town. This is the one thing you got to realize. This town is run by volunteers. So we all take time to make sure we volunteer and do our part to make this town as great as it is. So I look forward to seeing you out and doing your part as well.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in today. Really looking forward to our programming on from 5 to 7 a.m. on Euro Radio. Make sure you tune into that.
Starting Monday?
Monday morning. Yep, that's right. And we are going to take it out now. Remember, we got the dance today, 6:30 to 8:30 over at the Nanton Community Memorial Center. So get over there. It's free. All the kids, all the big kids, the little kids. We got lots of stuff going on there.
Feel free to dress up or dress down. Come as you are, whatever you'd like.
Come and show off your costume to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really a great part about this is that it's an opportunity. I know that there's also Halloween night trick-or-treating, of course, but you're not going to be able to show off your costume to everybody like you are going to be able to today. So get out there.
Dig that old costume out of the storage.
And this is about as much as I'm going to dress up here. So
no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no. Oh, okay. I guess something I don't know about yet. Okay. So I'm going to let everybody go. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week on Good Morning Nanton Live.
I see a bad moon arising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go around tonight, 'cause it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I fear rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Don't go around tonight, 'cause it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.